Picture this: two souls intertwined since the dawn of time, dancing through lifetimes, only to find themselves in this earthly plane, one running, one chasing. But wait, the universe has its ways, and the runner's awakening is a spectacle to behold. It's like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, ready to spread its wings and fly towards its destined partner. So how do you know when your twin flame runner is stirring from their spiritual slumber? Let's dive into the signs that whisper of this magical transformation. Imagine a slumbering giant suddenly stirred by an invisible feather. That's your runner, awakening to a restlessness that defies earthly explanation. You see, this isn't your garden variety boredom or midlife crisis. Oh no, this is the universe itself knocking on the door of their soul, using restlessness as its persistent knuckles. It's as if they've been living in a cozy, familiar room their whole life, and suddenly they realize there's an entire universe just outside the window. This restlessness, it's like a spiritual itch they can't scratch. They might try to soothe it with new hobbies, spontaneous road trips, or even a drastic haircut, but nothing quite hits the spot. Why? Because the itch isn't on the surface, it's in their very being. You might notice them staring into space more often, their eyes focused on something you can't see. Don't worry, they haven't lost their marbles. They're just trying to peek behind the curtain of reality. They might start asking questions that make you wonder if they've been secretly binge-watching Cosmos at 3 a.m. What's the meaning of life? They might muse over their morning toast, leaving you to wonder if they're talking about existence or just their breakfast choice. This cosmic itch brings with it a hunger for meaning that no amount of worldly success can satisfy. It's like they've been feasting on fast food their whole life, and suddenly their soul is craving a gourmet meal of purpose and enlightenment. They might start exploring spirituality with the enthusiasm of a kid in a candy store, sampling meditation here, crystals there, maybe even a dash of astrology for flavor. But here's the kicker. This restlessness, this hunger for meaning, it's not just random. It's the universe's way of preparing them for you, their twin flame. It's like the cosmos is giving them a spiritual makeover, getting them ready for the grand reunion. So, when you see your twin flame runner fidgeting with life's big questions, exploring the mystical with newfound zeal, know that it's not just a phase. It's the universe whispering, or sometimes shouting, in their ear, "Wake up, sleepyhead. Your cosmic dance partner is waiting, and it's time to learn the steps." Remember, this cosmic itch is just the beginning. It's the first domino in a beautiful, complex sequence that will lead them back to you. So sit back, take a deep breath, and watch the universe work its magic. After all, the best cosmic love stories start with a little divine discomfort. Picture this. It's as if your runner has been living in a black and white movie, and suddenly someone's hit the Technicolor button. Boom! Life explodes into vivid, sometimes overwhelming hues. This great life flip isn't just a change, it's a revolution of the soul. It's like the universe has grabbed your runner by the spiritual shoulders, given them a good shake, and said, Hey you, time to remember who you really are. You might see them suddenly questioning everything they once held dear. That corner office they've been gunning for, suddenly it looks more like a gilded cage than a goal. The social circle they've cultivated, they might start wondering if these connections truly nourish their soul or just their ego. It's as if they've been playing a part in a grand cosmic play, and suddenly they've realized they don't like the script anymore. They're ready to ad-lib, to improvise, to write their own lines. And let me tell you, the universe is one heck of a supportive director in this spiritual improv show. You might witness them decluttering their life faster than you can say spiritual spring cleaning. That designer watch they used to flaunt? Now it's just a time-telling device. The fancy car they loved to show off. Suddenly, it's just a means of transportation. It's like they're Marie Kondoing their entire existence. But instead of asking, does it spark joy? Zerania, they're asking, does it align with my soul's purpose? This flip isn't just about material things, though. Oh no, it goes much deeper. You might hear them talking about authenticity and living their truth so much that you wonder if they've joined a secret society of life coaches. They're peeling back layers of societal conditioning, questioning beliefs they've held since childhood, and it can be both terrifying and exhilarating for them. It's as if they've been wearing a mask their whole life, and now they're slowly, sometimes painfully, removing it to reveal their true face. And guess what? That true face is the one that's meant to mirror yours, their twin flame. This great life flip might look chaotic from the outside. They might change jobs, end relationships, move to a new city, or start expressing themselves in ways that surprise everyone around them. But underneath all this external change is a beautiful internal alignment happening. They're no longer content with the surface level living. They're diving deep into the ocean of their being, exploring the nooks and crannies of their soul. And in doing so, they're preparing themselves for the depth of connection that a twin flame relationship requires. So when you see your runner's life doing somersaults, when it seems like they've gone from type A to type, what's a plan? Swing know that this isn't random chaos. It's divine reorganization. The universe is rearranging their life, clearing out what no longer serves them, making space for what truly matters. And that includes you, their twin flame. Remember, in this cosmic dance of awakening, sometimes you need to shake things up to find your rhythm. And your runner? They're just starting to hear the beat of a song that's been playing all along, the song of their soul, harmonizing perfectly with yours. Let's delve into the third sign, a force so powerful it could give gravity a run for its money. We're talking about the magnetic pull that suddenly grips your twin flame runner, drawing them back to you with an intensity that might leave both of you breathless. Remember how your runner used to dodge your calls like a professional athlete dodging tackles? Well, prepare for a plot twist that would make even the most seasoned screenwriter's jaw drop. Suddenly, they're feeling drawn to you like a comet hurtling towards the sun. It's as if the universe has installed a cosmic GPS in their heart, and all roads, all thoughts, all dreams lead to you. This pull isn't just a gentle tug. It's a full-on spiritual yanking. They might find themselves thinking about you at the most random moments. Brushing their teeth, your face pops into their mind. Stuck in traffic, suddenly they're wondering what you're doing right now. It's like you've become the background music to their life. Always there, sometimes in the forefront, sometimes just a gentle hum, but never truly gone. You might notice them accidentally bumping into you at places you frequent. That coffee shop you love? Don't be surprised if they suddenly develop a craving for that specific blend of espresso. Your favorite bookstore? They might become an avid reader overnight. It's as if their subconscious is playing a cosmic game of Where's Waldo? But this magnetic pull goes far beyond the physical realm. Oh no, we're talking about a connection that transcends to time and space. They might start having dreams about you that are so vivid, so real, that they wake up with your name on their lips and your presence lingering in their room. These aren't your run-of-the-mill dreams. These are high-definition surround sound, 4D experiences that leave them questioning the nature of reality itself. You might even notice them adopting some of your mannerisms or interests. Did they suddenly start using that catchphrase you love? Or pick up that hobby you've been passionate about for years? It's not copying, it's cosmic synchronization. Their soul is harmonizing with yours, preparing for the grand duet that is your reunion. This pull might frighten them at first. After all, they've spent so long running, and now they find themselves almost involuntarily moving towards you. It's like trying to swim against a riptide, exhausting and ultimately futile. But as they surrender to this magnetic force, they'll find a sense of peace, of rightness that they've never experienced before. So, dear one, when you feel that invisible thread tugging at your heart, know that on the other end, your twin flame runner is feeling it too. They're no longer running away, but being pulled back to where they truly belong, by your side in this cosmic dance of love and awakening. All right, let's dive deep into the fourth sign, a phenomenon so intense it could make even the most stoic person feel like an emotional superhero. We're talking about the empathy explosion that hits your twin flame runner like a tidal wave of feelings, washing away the barriers between your hearts. This empathy explosion isn't just about feeling more, it's about feeling you. Your joys become their joys, your sorrows their sorrows. It's like emotional Wi-Fi on steroids. The connection is so strong, so instantaneous, that it makes 5G look like carrier pigeons. You might find them calling you out of the blue, asking if you're okay, because they just had a feeling. And here's the kicker, they're right. Maybe you stubbed your toe and winced, and halfway across the city, they felt a phantom pain in their foot. Or perhaps you got some great news and felt a burst of happiness, only to receive a text from them saying, "I don't know why, but I'm feeling really good right now. Hope you are too." They'll feel your excitement as keenly as your fear, your contentment as vividly as your frustration. It's like they've suddenly gained access to the director's cut of your emotional life, complete with behind-the-scenes footage and commentary. But here's where it gets really interesting. This empathy explosion isn't just about feeling your emotions. It's about understanding them on a soul-deep level. They might start to intuitively grasp the root causes of your feelings, even ones you haven't fully understood yourself. It's as if they've been given a map to the hidden corners of your heart, and they're exploring it with the enthusiasm of a child in a candy store. As they navigate this empathy explosion, you might notice them becoming more compassionate, not just towards you, but towards everyone. It's as if feeling your emotions has opened the floodgates of universal empathy. They might start volunteering, become more patient with strangers, or show kindness in ways that surprise even them. This explosion of empathy is like the universe's way of reminding them of the deep, soul-level connection you share. It's breaking down the walls of separation, showing them in the most visceral way possible that you and they are two parts of the same whole. Picture this: your runner, who once thought inner work meant organizing their sock drawer, is now diving into the depths of their psyche with the enthusiasm of a treasure hunter who's just found the map to El Dorado. It's as if they've suddenly realized they're not just the protagonist in their life story, but also the author, editor, and publisher. And boy, are they ready for some serious rewrites. This healing hustle isn't a casual hobby. It's a full-blown spiritual marathon. You might see them collecting self-help books, each one promising to unlock another level of enlightenment. They're not just reading these books, they're devouring them, highlighting passages, scribbling in margins, as if each page holds the secret code to unlocking their highest self. They might start talking about their higher self so much that you wonder if this higher self should be paying rent for all the space it's taking up in their life. You might hear them throwing around terms like inner child work and shadow integration with the casual ease of someone discussing the weather. They're peeling back layers of their psyche like an onion, and yes, sometimes there are tears involved, but there's also laughter, revelations, and moments of pure, unadulterated joy as they rediscover parts of themselves they'd long forgotten. This healing journey isn't just about fixing what's broken, it's about remembering their wholeness. They're shedding limiting beliefs faster than a snake sheds its skin, growing in ways that would make a bamboo plant jealous. It's like they've traded in their old operating system for a brand new, top-of-the-line model, and they're eager to try out all the new features. But here's the beautiful part. As they heal themselves, they're also healing the connection between you. It's like they're clearing out the cosmic cobwebs that have been clouding your connection, making space for something truly beautiful to bloom. Each limiting belief they release, each wound they heal, is like removing a brick from the wall that's been separating you. This healing hustle might look selfish from the outside. After all, they're spending a lot of time focused on themselves. But in reality, it's the most selfless thing they could do. They're doing the work to become the best version of themselves, not just for their own sake, but for the sake of your connection. So when you see your twin flame runner suddenly turn into a self-improvement junkie, know that it's not just a phase, it's a fundamental shift in their being a cosmic alarm clock going off in their soul, reminding them of who they truly are and who they're meant to be, your divine counterpart. In the grand tapestry of the universe, the awakening of a twin flame runner is like a burst of vibrant color, transforming the entire picture. When your twin flame runner awakens, it's not just their world that changes, it's the entire universe shifting to make way for your reunion. So, dear seeker, keep your eyes open and your heart ready. For when your twin flame runner awakens, it's not just the end of their running, it's the beginning of a journey more beautiful than either of you could have imagined.